All right. What is going on, party people? Welcome back to the show. You already know what it is. Live and in person with you, running the $100 million AI acquisition pipeline, building it up from scratch so you can see the whole thing. You already know that we are talking to business owners running multi-million-dollar businesses that are interested in selling their business or growing their business. Now, again, our AI client acquisition systems work for any industry, any vertical. It does not matter what you're doing. Everybody needs a business development, right? And we are giving you the systems that allow you to do it without wasting money on ads, without sending boring emails, or without cold calling. Okay, we're getting you straight to the person that is the decision maker, right? You're not going to have to go back and forth with a bunch of gatekeepers or receptionists trying to get to the person that you need to talk to. We're getting you direct in contact with owners of multi-million-dollar businesses. And I know that's what you want, whether you're a consultant, marketing agency, literally anybody who wants to talk to owners to sign better clients, this system works for you. Our particular focus is acquisitions because buying and selling businesses is the biggest game you can play, right? A lot of people are positioning themselves as AI consultants or running an AI agency. I don't know nothing about that. We are not an AI agency. We are an acquisition growth partner firm. Okay, we help businesses prepare to sell their business for top dollar, and we connect them with buyers that are already ready to buy their business today, right? So if we're working with a business buyer who wants more business owners to talk to so they can buy their business, awesome. That's what we do. If we talk to more business sellers who want to grow their business before they sell it, great, that's what we do. If you want to become a certified growth officer through our program and partner with us and work with us day to day, then we are here giving you all of the sauce so you can actually get the value that you deserve when running your AI systems. Do it as a team. Do it with people who care about you. Do it with missions aligned so that you can achieve your success even more effectively, even more efficiently. When you're all steering in the same boat, in the same direction, you're going to get to your location so much faster because you've got a team. Do it by yourself if you want, but I don't recommend it. Okay, boom. I love you. Today we are jumping in and mostly going to be preparing a new campaign to launch, as well as preparing a new system setup for one of our latest partners who joined. He may be hopping on this call today. I'm not sure, but my main focus is launching 3 campaigns today. Between us, Roland, and Dex. All right, you're gonna get to see us make sure that the numbers are connected correctly, do some early testing, and we are ready to rock. If anything else is going on today, you guys let me know. Harrison, welcome back. Florian, thanks for coming to be a lovely guest with us. Sam, thanks for being here. Dex, thanks for being here. Enrique, thanks for being here. This is the Infinite X AI Growth Partner Program. We are acquisition growth partners. These are some of the people on the team. Florian is a lovely guest, but he's part of the team as far as I'm concerned today. Welcome back. Let's get to it. I'm excited.
Let's get to it.
Okay. That's enough of me talking. Let's jump in. If you guys have any announcements, anything exciting going on your end, please feel free to share. And as a quick update, we are still at, I believe, $10.5 million sat with. So not just scheduled, but we have actually sat down and had conversations with up to $10.5 million in value. Groovy.
Beautiful.
Pretty cool stuff.
Groovy. All right, I'm going to make sure that I can send this link out far and wide to the rest of the world, but I'm going to let you guys say what's up if you would like to.
Well,
yeah, I've been quiet as I have been getting a lot of stuff ready for you all and for myself. This weekend we were a bit quiet, but we weren't not doing anything. So very exciting times. Have a lot of appointments this week to update you guys on, and just getting ready for those today. And we'll be launching another campaign tomorrow as well, alongside everybody else. Just getting more systematic with everything that we're doing, and excited to share that with all of you guys, and have you guys just come along with us.
Yeah. So I think we have 4 appointments today, 4 tomorrow. And this is from like how many contacts was this? This was
Yeah,
like,
it wasn't very many.
Like 600 or something. So 9 appointments out of 600, pretty good. And we're working on some like better methods to like get prepared for those calls, and then I'm following Enrique's lead on building out some social media systems to scale up social media far and
Yeah.
wide.
You saw those cool B-rolls?
Yeah, those are sweet.
Yeah.
I've been seeing some chatter online of people talking about Sora logo remover. So it'll be a matter of time before someone actually
Yeah.
comes out and just does it.
Yeah. Excited about that also.
Yeah. But those are sweet. Were those just like in the prompts that you put together?
I was like, hey Claude, can you help me? Because I reference like I'm just copying because copying is the best thing you can do. So
Yeah.
just do things fast and also put your style into it. So I was like copying Matt I forgot his last name. But he has cool editing style and he has like a good uh sense of like aestheticness and
Mm.
he puts a lot of effort into editing his reels and videos. So I was like, let me just replicate this.
That's cool. Yeah.
What's going
There's a good
on your index? What's happening over there?
Surviving and thriving, learning and grooving and moving. But no, just still diving deep on various things, reaching out to some of the people I've already talked to. Touch base again with Francisco with the company we were talking with. He had some issues over the weekend, but we got those squared away. But yeah, all good stuff.
Easy enough. I like that. What's up with you, Florian? What's happening on your side?
Yes, thank you very much for asking. I brought 7 contacts today, 3 of which I think can be very relevant on the buyer side. So I talked to all of them, pre-qualified all of them. And on top of that, there is an M&A business summit online happening this week by a man named JT Fox, who I gotten to know through the team of I'm a bit closer communication with the team of Jay Abraham. He's one of the bigger marketers, and he wants to build like a knowledge base. And so he had an event with JT Fox, who is very much in an M&A. And so he has an online event which only happens once per year, which is this week on October 7th and 10th. I'll be there attending, and I'll kind of see if I can pick up some information that might be relevant for you guys. He also has 2 light events in Sydney and in Brisbane, and I'm looking to send people to both summits because they're also very much involved in networking and like that type of stuff. So hopefully we can build some connection with him. I think that can be huge. I think he's a great contact to have, just like Cody Sanchez. I think he's on a similar level in terms of connectivity and scale and scope. So that's going to be very exciting. So yeah, happy to share some of these contacts whenever that's appropriate.
Ooh, I like that. Cool. And as long as we can support and provide more value your way, we are happy to do so.
You already are.
All right. If that's all for the talking, let's pull up some screen sharing. Enrique, do we want to keep getting the new system for Roland set up?
Yeah, that would be great. Another update on his end. He mentioned that on like pretty much this week he's gonna be like a bit busy. So he's like, I think it would be great to start launching next week because he has some responsibilities this week. So next Monday, um, it will be great for him that we can get like his tech set up
Cool.
today or maybe, yeah.
Well, we do,
I
I
mean,
mean, that is another 7 days. I don't, but I think
yeah,
it's high enough priority to knock out. Other than that, let me just share, I guess, what is on my timeline that I should be knocking out.
yeah,
I have 3 conversations that I need to summarize real quick and share inside of our buyer network to see if anybody's interested. I also have 1 valuation form that I need to fill out on that direct mail company myself. I got the financials back middle of last week, and I'll be honest, I have been a little bit behind on getting that submitted. So that's just completely me dropping the ball. Let me just be real about that. Nobody else's fault. I have financials I need to get reviewed though, so we can make an offer on this direct mail company. They're doing about $24 million in revenue, and I may be interested. I have a call with the $50 million flooring company that knows that we're making an offer tomorrow. I'm pretty much already prepped for that. I want to do a little bit of market research and competitor research for other flooring companies in Texas because I want to come fully prepared to the meeting and also have absolute clarity on exactly how we're going to help them completely dominate the rest of Texas before they acquire businesses in other states, because that's their inevitable goal. I don't think there's anything I can do with that right now, here, immediately. Last but not least, a lot of people keep asking me how can they get involved with us and run campaigns with us and partner with us to do the deal sourcing and to operate in these businesses, which makes a lot of sense. I appreciate all the interest from you lovely people. Thank you for being here. So I figure now might as well be the time that I announce the first step that you can take to make sure that you can make the most clear decision for you in your life. I want you to make an investment that makes sense to you, and I want you to have all the resources you need to be able to determine what is the best path forward for you. So we do have our boot camp. We are running a 4-hour live intensive on October 9th starting at 2 p.m. Eastern, running until about 5 or so p.m. Eastern. The last hour and a half is a bonus Ask Me Anything session where you can sit down face to face with me and ask any questions you have about any of this, whether it's technical questions, business questions, how do you get paid, how do you operate in a business, what kind of support do you have, what kind of resources do we provide to our partners inside of the program. All of that will be laid out for you. I will show you the exact AI systems behind the scenes, step by step. I will show you some of the commission structures that we already have. I will show you our entire 4-quarter blueprint for being able to transform a business in 12 months to prepare them to sell. And you'll have access to all of our behind the scenes playbook. So it's the entire strategy of what we're building over the next 5 to 10 years that I'm going to give to you. All right, so if you're interested in getting all of the resources to be able to make your decision of whether or not you want to become a certified growth officer and work right alongside of us, you'll be able to make the decision. So first, join the boot camp. There is a link. I'll drop it in the chat. I'll also, if you're inside of that school community, completely free. We already have a ton of resources there for you for free. If you want to build your technical skills for free, go look at the classroom. If you want to hyper focus on acquisitions in the M&A space, so buying and selling businesses with AI, join the bootcamp. All right, go look at the school community. I'll drop the link there. I'll also drop the link in the chat. Greg, this is me answering your question. I know you've been reaching out and asking. So here you go. Much love to ya. Infinite X. There's not like a VSL or anything. You guys already know what the opportunity is, so please feel free to check it out. And I will maybe record a VSL tonight. We'll see. So yeah, I need to put together just more marketing stuff so that everybody's aware of everything that we do in one easy to find location. Obviously, we are branded as acquisition growth partners. We have created a lane of our own because we really are the only ones who do anything like this as far as sourcing deals, operating before a business is sold, connecting buyers, and operating for businesses after they get sold. We're like your one-stop shop for AI growth. And I ain't seen anybody else do that yet. So we've coined our own phrase. Come do it with us. Cool. This is the link. It is in the chat. I will also share it on the school community later after we finish the live. We pop up. Oh, Sam is also doing calls literally like live today. I don't think we're gonna do them on the actual live stream today, just so he can focus on the conversation and not trying to communicate to you all also. But you might see Sam kind of pop in and out today. He has a lot of back-to-back calls from our system booking appointments last week and over the weekend. Saturdays are always great days for us. His phone was jumping on Saturday because nobody's working, right? They're all like, okay, yeah, I can reply to a text message. And I know a lot of people who get nervous. They're like, oh, I don't want to bother people on the weekend. If you have gold to offer people, it does not matter what day of the week you're offering it. If you have the right message to the right people, they're going to reply. We don't reach out on Sundays, though. That's like the only day that we take off. But Saturdays, we absolutely rip it. Okay. Let me open this up to the chat, actually, and see what you guys want to see. Do you want to see me preparing financials for evaluation? Do you want to see me put together the marketing materials for our full offer stack? Because I'm happy to show you exactly how our entire money model works, right? Because you know that we work with owners who want to prep to sell, You know that we work with buyers, but we also work with others just like you who want to join with us. And I have no qualms about exposing the entire way that I'm marketing to even you guys, right? Very transparent from day one all the way until we buy, scale, sell 100 AI-powered businesses and fund regenerative communities worldwide. I will show you everything, the entire roadmap to get there. And we obviously have a pretty complex money model. So if you want to see me working through the money model and setting up marketing materials, I can do that. What else do we have options for? Marketing materials, preparing a valuation. I need to set up a human in the loop dashboard as well, which is what I put off during Friday's stuff. And I'll be honest with you guys, I could have done this over the weekend, but I went and I acted like a human being for a little bit. So
Crazy.
yes,
How could you?
Absolutely insane. We actually have a good enough system where I can walk away for a weekend. I think I maybe worked 4.5 hours, which is pretty baller.
Yeah,
that was me
that's great.
Yeah. Okay. Any votes? I'm gonna pull up the chat and see. What do y'all want to see live and in action? Thank you all. See y'all October 9th at 2 p.m. Yes, come hang out. Thanks, Greg. I see no preferences. So then I'm just gonna do whatever I want, which is prepare this valuation so I can make an offer to this guy. All right, let's do that then. So I have already signed the NDA with this person, which means I don't want to expose the business information, just because, you know, being respectful to the agreements that we signed. I will share my screen, but I will momentarily block it at times just so I can complete this. And this is one of those times I have to put the business information in here, and I'm gonna knock that out real quick. This should all in all take maybe 15 minutes because I've already collected all the information we need. Oh, and that is okay. So I'll leave it here for a moment while I pull up information for the business owner. What is his name? Ty. And to share here, because I know this is a question too, how do those first calls typically go with the business owners? First calls are really just, we call them inception calls, but it's just the opportunity to be genuinely curious and uncover what are the motivations for the business owner. Where are they at right now? Where do they want to go? We're not trying to sell them anything. We're not trying to lead them in one direction or the other. We have the resources for anything that a business owner might need. So there's two overarching buckets. They either want to grow right now or they want to sell right now. If they want to sell right now, they have a couple options. They want a full sale, so they want to sell the entirety of the business right now. Great. We get them a valuation, which means on that first call, we're again just asking all the questions we need to know. Roughly how much revenue are they doing? What's their profit on that? Where are some gaps in their operations? Why do they want to sell right now? Really understanding what their motivation is. And that's the biggest piece, is just what is their motivation and what are they looking to achieve? If it's a full sale, great. We'll send an NDA. It's a standard NDA. Hey, I'm going to shoot this over to you just so your information is protected. We will only use this for the purpose of getting a valuation, so we can show you exactly how much you could sell your business for today and where there might be some gaps in your operations. You'll get the full report as well as the full valuation within 72 hours after completing. And it's a great place for you to start so you can decide what's best for you. If you like the number you see, awesome, then you're in a great place to sell right now. And if you don't like the number, then I'm happy to help provide you with some resources to get you ready to where you need to go. But either way, let's start with the valuation, okay? They say yes. All right. If they want to sell a part of their business and they're looking for capital partners to bring on as for investment and selling some of the equity in their company for that, same conversation. Great. Let's start with the valuation so you know exactly where you're at right now and where you need to go. If you like the number you see, you know how much your business is worth, and you can use that as leverage in your conversation with a potential investor. Okay, so let's get you started with the valuation. Sweet. If they want to grow their business before they sell, Hey, great. Let's get you started with a valuation so you know exactly where you're at right now. We can uncover any gaps in your operations and we can point to exactly where we can increase your value effectively and efficiently over the next 12 months. After we get your valuation, we'll do a deep dive on your operations and see where we can easily start increasing your cash flow now and making sure that you have as much value as possible at the end of the 12 months. Okay, we'll do this completely for free. You'll have the full report and you'll be able to make the best decision for yourself after that. Cool? Awesome. Send the NDA, you'll collect their financials, and then we'll submit the valuation. So regardless of what the owner needs, the best first step is 9 times out of 10 going to be that valuation. In some cases, they're not interested in the valuation, and that's perfectly fine. We just collect as much information as possible to be able to put them in front of the right resource now. So if they're looking for an investor, they don't need a valuation right now, sweet, no worries. We collect as much information as we can about their revenue, their profit margins, their operations, what kind of investor they're looking for, what do they plan to do over the next 12 months with that investment, what differentiates them in the market to make them worth investing in, all of those kind of questions so we can paint a clear picture for the strategic partner, capital advisor, investor, whoever that we're going to introduce them to. Everybody in the program right now then sends, well, most everybody, just depending, but people then send me a summary of those conversations so I can shop them out to our buyer network. Okay, that is all. But the first conversation is always just genuine curiosity. I want to know where you want to go and how can we get you there. So people have been asking, what do you do on that first call? I just ask a bunch of questions. I just smile. Usually I'm on the phone. I don't even do them over Google Meet usually. So it's just me on the phone asking the right questions and genuinely being curious. If I feel like there's any lack of clarity, I'll ask a question about whatever it is I feel like I need more clarity on, right? That's it. And once I'm absolutely clear, my job is pretty much done. But if I still have curiosity, if I don't really know what they want to do or where they want to go, then I haven't asked enough questions. All I can do is ask some more questions. It's not like a super technical, I have to ask exactly this question in this order. Just listen well. And once you know where they want to go and what the best resource is for them, set the expectations that they're going to get that resource. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be evaluation. So great. I'm going to shoot this NDA over to you. If you could get that signed real quick, that'd be perfect. They sign it. Awesome. We're going to do your professional valuation. This is the information that I need to receive from you. It's all the information from that form. You can even send them the form and say, hey, this is what we're going to collect. You'll send it to me and I'll complete this form for us so I can make sure that we get it reviewed for you. Okay? That's all. We'll get that done. Once you send it back to me, it'll take about 72 hours to complete, and we'll follow up with you with the full report, and you can decide what's best for you. And I'll help walk you through those options. That's all. And then life goes on. You do that again and again and again. And it's never really repetitive. Like every business owner has their own story. So if you are the type of person who genuinely cares and listens, then you will be entertained throughout your days. People are actually really happy to share all of their information, their stories. I mean, you get to hear from a lot of unique perspectives when you talk to business owners all day. I like the idea of the marketing strategy if you have time. So that's what Greg wanted to see. We will do that right after I complete this valuation. All right. Bum. Deal source. I'm actually realizing that I really can't share like pretty much any of this because I'm gonna have 2 screens pulled up. So the form I have to fill out, I got all the answers back from the owner, but I can't really. I'll have to just stare at my iPad over here the whole time if I want to do this not on screen. So let's go ahead and do the marketing. Greg, I'm going to do this just for you. Yeah, I'll do this just for you. And I'll finish the valuation after we do this. So you guys are going to get to see me use Lovable. Boom. Here we go. This is... Oh, let me share my screen for it. Oh, you guys can still see this, right? Yeah, I'm going to assume, right? All right. This is the AI Acquisitions Bootcamp. So if you guys have been following along for a while, you know we were doing summits before, 3-day summits with a bonus 4th day Ask Me Anything session. We have gotten feedback from previous attendees. Everybody has shown up to all 4 days. of the boot camp, and also everybody has been choosing the VIP option because it has the most resources. So VIPs got the Ask Me Anything session, which everybody did show up to all 4 days. So we didn't necessarily get feedback that said we shouldn't keep it as a 4-day thing. Really, it was my own internal decision saying, okay, well, 4 days is a little bit exhausting. I love hanging out with you guys. Obviously, we're doing these live sessions every day, but we decided that the boot camp, we wanted to get hyper focused and really just try to lay out as clearly a step-by-step path forward with as much of the context as possible, very concise in one day. So our boot camp will launch at 2 p.m. on the 9th. Right around 5 o'clock, 5:30, we'll go to just the VIP Ask Me Anything session, and you'll have exact clarity on your next steps. The thought process behind this is we really want everybody who is dedicated to working as a part of a collective. They see this opportunity and they're willing to actually work to operate as a part of our partnership program to become certified chief growth officers. So you're not going to see a bunch of like gimmicky sales language like make $1 million tomorrow, or sell this AI system for $10,000, or quit your job today and become a billionaire. Like that's not what we do. We make it very clear this is the opportunity we're talking about, right? 18 million business owners are about to lose everything, and it's true, right? None of this is like a sales or marketing gimmick. Truly, 18 million business owners need our help today. They're going to get swept over by AI. They're never going to be able to retire. They're going to die at their desks, and they're not going to be able to like actually secure their families, and we don't want to see that. So I'm just making it clear it's about the owners. So we started by talking about the opportunity, why owners need our help right here, now, today. Obviously, a lot of CTAs, because I want you to know clearly there's only one action that you need to take, and it's joining the boot camp. If you have any questions, join the boot camp. We'll give you some more information about why you probably haven't made an AI investment in the past, right? It's not like AI is new. It's not like this is the first time anybody's ever done a boot camp. It's not like this is the first time somebody's offered you a program or a course. But if you've not made an investment in the past, it's truly because something just didn't feel aligned to you. You didn't feel like this was the right opportunity for you. So if you're here hanging out with us every day, it's not a coincidence. It's not an accident. Something is telling you that this is your opportunity. You wouldn't be here popping up if it wasn't for you. I truly believe that you know subconsciously who is telling you something that you feel resonates with your life moving forward, and what resources just don't really feel aligned. So if you're here hanging out, it's because you don't want to build alone. You know that this is a huge opportunity. You know that you don't need to just be technical. You don't need to just be great at relationships. We are providing the support on both ends. If you don't want to be technical, you want to build relationships, great. We have technical people. If you want to be technical, you don't want to build relationships, great. We have a relationship people, and you can work with us to do this every day. We're not selling anything. We're genuinely helping owners. This model actually has leverage because instead of trying to go work as a W-2 employee, and maybe if you have a decent salary in the United States, you're maybe making $60,000 to $70,000 a year. Well, you can get into this opportunity and already double that in year one with the opportunity to continue to see significant growth over year 2 and year 3. Right? I'm not telling you you're going to be a millionaire at the end of this year, but this is the path to multi-millions. Right? This is not, saving $1,000 every month from your paycheck to see if you can eventually stack up to $1 million in savings, and then you get to have some fun. Like, no, genuinely, you're in the position where you can be building $1 million income stream relatively quickly. I'm not saying that it happens overnight, but compared to any other opportunity, this is the most straightforward path. And we know that because we've done it a bunch of times. And also, we're going to do it with you. Okay, so that's the whole mindset behind a lot of our bootcamp stuff. We just want to prep you to be able to make the best decision for yourself for joining us as a part of our partnership program. Okay. I don't need to go super deep into this, but you're going to get to see all of the AI systems, our exact playbook for the 4-quarter system, how we handle the transactions, right? We don't do any of the negotiation. We already have buyers and brokers lined up to do that. And then also how you can be able to continue to get paid month after month with recurring revenue. All right, that is bootcamp stuff. I'm not going to go through the whole page. If you guys want to see that page, again, I dropped a link in the chat here. So if you want to go through and see exactly how we're positioning ourselves for other partners to join, great. The next page I want to create I actually have to decide. So right now our main page here is mostly for buyers or sellers, right? If they're looking to sell a business, we got them. If they're looking to buy a business, we got them. The reason why we have both here is because I use the same page for the conversations I have with buyers as the conversations I have with sellers when they want more information. So it just positions us as the people in the middle for both sides of the opportunity. I'm thinking about adding another button here for the people who want to partner with us. So if you guys are interested in joining our program, I may add another button with some context for that. And then I'll just make a separate page that gets popped up after you click it. I don't want this to be so complicated and so confusing though. I will note that the one thing about being in our position and having so many opportunities is we really try to simplify and not overcomplicate our marketing. I am of the same volition that it is better to niche down. Our niche is acquisitions as a whole though, and there's a lot of resources that we have that can support anybody who wants to be a member of this acquisition journey. And there's also resources we need, right? I always need to have more seller conversations. I'm always interested in having more buyer conversations. I don't necessarily need to have more buyers popping up to us. We have a ton, but it is always a conversation worth having. And we need more operators that want to come work with these business owners with us, right? So I'm trying to prioritize our needs and what resources we already have available. And we have all the resources for operators who want to join. We have all the resources for sellers. I kind of already have enough business buyers. So part of me almost wants to remove the I'm looking to buy a business and just add I'm looking to operate a business, or I'm looking to become a operations partner in a business. This again is our certified chief growth officer plan, but most people don't know what a chief growth officer is yet. We'll be educating you on that through the process. So I don't think I'm going to change this page immediately right now. Really, I think I want to work on... We're not having any issues converting interested sellers right now. So I don't think I need more marketing copy for them, and I'm not looking for more buyers. So really, yeah, we're looking for more operators. So I'm just going to work on the operations landing page now. So... just so you guys can see let me actually go ahead and show you I will literally show you the journey. Please ignore some of these pricings because they do change, but pretty much we have free lead magnets, free community. People get to see the boot camp. Awesome. If you like what you see on the boot camp, then you would join. If you don't like what you see on the boot camp, then yes, we will continue to nurture you. You will continue to get emails from us because we do want to help you change your life and take ownership of your business and secure your family as well as your community. And that's what we're all about. So yes, I'm going to keep putting the offer in front of you. Duh. Because I love you. If I didn't care and I didn't think this was valuable, I would tell you about it one time and then shut up forever. But you will hear me talk about this for the next long time. A lot of time. For the foreseeable future, I don't see anything else happening. Okay, once you're on the boot camp and you like it, then you can join our core community. You can be a part of working with us daily. Yes, you see prices here. Yes, these prices do change. Yes, this is what the price is at right now. You'll get to see some of the bonuses here because I'm about to create the landing page for it. So I'm not going to pull any punches. You're going to get to see everything. Now, if for some reason you don't think you are ready for this level of an investment, and let's just break it down realistically, like there's nobody who cannot afford to make an investment. There are the people who know that they want to invest and are willing to do whatever it takes to make the investment, and then there are the people who will make excuses for why they can't find the means to invest. But we can always ask somebody for money. We can always go take up another opportunity to be able to invest in this one. We can always get loans, use credit cards. And you might say, oh, I have bad credit. I can't use a credit card. I can't get a loan. Okay, well, you can ask for money. You can go ask people for money. You can go position yourself as somebody who helps grow businesses to be able to get cash up front to then invest in the program and have all of the resources that you need to be able to actually fulfill on that offer, right? My point here is not to convince you to spend money with us. My point is adopt the mindset that you're not going to just say, no, I can't afford it. You're going to say, yes, this is what it takes for me to be able to make that investment. And then you're going to go take the action that you need to take. So whether you're investing into this opportunity to grow with us or not, you need to adopt the mindset that it's yes, and this is what it's going to take to do it. Not, no, I can't, right? Yes, I can. I need to do this to be able to make it happen, if it aligns with you. Okay. So I'm going to be probably creating a landing page for this offer. And then we do have a community that's on the way where we'll continue to give behind the scenes resources. Something kind of in the middle for you'll pretty much have yearly access to the boot camps as a part of this community. Plus, we'll give you some of the training that we typically only offer to our partners. Because I understand, right? I still want you to be able to have the resources to start making some income, to start using the systems. But really, the people who are going to be able to launch this the fastest and take over the majority of the market are the ones who are working next to us, because we are the ones who are going to be reaching out to 18 million business owners over the next 5 years, right? And if you want to be a part of actualizing the value from that, $84 trillion changing hands, and even if I capture 0.01% of that market, that's multi-billions, and I know what we're working for, right? This is a $1 billion empire being built live in front of you. This isn't like, we're going to make a couple million and have fun and F off. Like, no, genuinely, we're changing the world. And the playbooks we are creating right now are the playbooks that will be in place in the majority of businesses over the next 5 to 10 years. That's the kind of leverage that we have right now. Those are the kind of relationships that we have access to. And if you jump in and join now, then you'll also have access to those resources. Okay, but the psychology behind this is, again, I want you to be fully educated on the decision you're making so that when I make the high ticket offer, you understand exactly what your investment is, what you're going to do every day, and what the next steps are to be able to 10x this investment over the next year, right? I'm putting something in front of you that might be, if you go annual, it's $10,000, right? But you have the capacity to 10x that investment. Think about any other investment you could make. If you were to invest in crypto, if you were to invest in stocks, if you were to go buy real estate, a property, a 10x return is almost unfathomable in any of those other industries. But when you invest inside of a business, your own business or another business, again, it's all the game of buying and selling businesses, you see ridiculous returns because we're in a space that has ridiculous opportunity. Okay. And then if for some reason you truly do not feel like you're ready to move forward, but you do still want to have a community and not continue to build by yourself, then we'll be announcing our community offer after that. All right, these prices actually are not the prices, or maybe they are, I don't know. But these are all of these prices are subject to change. So if you like what you see now, prepare your wallet. If you don't, I don't know, let me know. Give me your feedback. Actually, if you don't like what you see, tell me how I can make it better for you, because we will. All right, now landing page. Bunch of deliverables. I'm going to pull up the chat too, just so I can see any questions that people might have. Yo, what's up, Ibrahim? Welcome to the chat. Can you explain the question more? Will we be running Google ads or social media marketing for getting business owners? Greg, no. No, we will not be, not likely. We don't typically run ads because we don't really need to. We use these acquisition systems for getting more business owners, right? That's what we've been doing live every day here, is running this system. Go high level in a DIN. We'll drop about 1,000 contacts into the system, rotate some phone numbers, send them a ringless voicemail, email, and an SMS on day one. If they reply, we have AI that has a human in the loop step where the AI will generate a response and then we'll approve the response or send it. Right now we're tweaking that a little bit, so we are sending some manual text messages, but it's like super easy. Then if they don't reply after day one, they get to day 3, we'll send another ringless voicemail, SMS, email. Then on day 5, we send another ringless voicemail, SMS, email, right? It's because we have a text system that if somebody replies via SMS, we process the response, we send it to NADIN, our AI agent over there. It grabs all the context, the memory of all the conversations, personalizes the message going back, updates our pipelines for us, updates contact information for us, and can book appointments all automatically for us. Okay, that's our AI text agent. Works on email and on SMS. If somebody calls back in from our ringless voicemail drop that we dropped out, if somebody calls back in, our AI call assistant answers the phone, pulls all of the context from previous conversations. Maybe they were texting first and then called in. The AI knows all the context and then does the same stuff that the text agent does. It qualifies them, sees if they're interested in growing their business or selling their business, and then schedules them on a meeting with us. Okay, so will we get templates for the outreach system? Yes, you will get templates for the outreach system. If you join the bootcamp, we will be giving you the actual workflows themselves. You also get templates like copy for the agent prompts. So you'll see how we prompt our AI text agent, how we prompt our AI voice agents. And you will also get all of our automated message copy. So literally you can put in our words into our system and have it up and running for yourself. It does take a little bit of manual connection, some copy and pasting. I mean, really the whole thing is just copying and pasting. That's if you want to set your systems up, have them running. We have a classroom completely for free, which is absolutely ridiculous. Completely for free, we have a classroom in that school community where you can go learn how to set up these systems from scratch. Okay. If you want to go faster and go further and get daily updates with us, as well as get to work with us one-on-one and partner with us in operating the business as well. So you might say, yeah, great, this is an awesome opportunity for developing, getting some more business development going. But if you know you're going to need a team next to you when it comes to actually operating a business and taking advantage of like significant value creation and actually getting paid well when that business sells, then you're a good fit for the partnership program, because we all do it all together. None of us do this stuff solo. I've done a lot of this, wearing all the hats, but the big value of the community is now I don't have to wear all the hats, right? Sam's having great conversations every day. Harrison has done a ton to improve our system in the last 2 weeks. Enrique's always putting together resources to make sure that the people in our partnership program are accelerating quickly. We have a whole video game set up where you get to actually like enjoy and have fun while you learn to build and run these systems, and that was all Enrique. Okay, and then the deal sourcing system itself, which is, again, we put leads into the system, leads get outreached to. If they're qualified, AI schedules a meeting, we collect financial information, sign NDAs, and then we refer them to the right broker/buyer, or again, we'll make our growth offer to help grow the business before we actually refer them. Sweet. And this is actually how I track our entire business here outside of my room. Welcome. Look at that. Okay. Old stuff. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go back to Lovable and make having a hard time with that bootcamp page not loading up for me. So old. Try just refreshing or just giving it a minute to load. I'll drop another link that sometimes works a little faster. This is AI. It all goes to the same place. Yeah. I don't know. One of the domains loads really fast. The other one loads a little slow. But here you go, wise guy. Also, it's just funny to say your name. I feel like I'm an Italian mobster or something. Hey, wise guy. Okay. Cool. Bada boom, bada bing. Let's keep rocking. Marketing. So this is a journey, right? Whenever you're working with us, we're very intentional about what is the journey that we want to take you on, so you're not being overwhelmed with the opportunity too early, but you're also getting all the information you need clearly and concisely, as well as recognizing that, every day that goes by, we are reaching out to another several thousand owners, which means there's another several thousand less of that 18 million that's out there. Plenty of opportunity now, but we're always going to be scaling our systems, and anybody who wants to join with us now has the best opportunity. Anybody who joins next year, if we're even still offering this publicly next year, which is up in the air, we might not be going for that long. Really, right now, we only want 20 people inside of the partnership with us. And right now we're at 13. So we really only have 7 spots left open in the partnership. And with that in mind, I do want to make sure that that's clearly articulated here inside of the high ticket offer, right? So it's not like we're not building urgency by just making up some cap or some ceiling, which you're allowed to do, right? I'm not saying you can't market and create perceived urgency. It's important to have some urgency. But fortunately, we don't have to, because genuinely, we're only looking for 20 partners inside of the certification program. Boot camp. Okay, so can you please create another page called /AI acquisitions? I still can't spell acquisitions yet. Acquisitions. Boom. All right. This is Lovable. If you guys haven't seen Lovable yet, it is my favorite code editor, at least for front ends. So I'd get high-level snapshot and all these innate in workflows. Correct. That is correct. Yes. You get everything. Workflows, snapshots, copy. You get to hang out with me for 4.5 hours, 5. Stay for the Ask Me Anything session. We'll chat. But we're not going to be jumping around like topic to topic, kind of like how we do here live. You'll just get to see exactly what you need to see. Also, please remember to stay hydrated if you haven't drank any water recently. Drink some water. Coffee does not count as water, by the way. There might be water in your coffee. It does not count. Get a glass of water for you. Drink it while you drink your coffee. Okay. New page created. AI acquisitions. Oh, it just made a random page here. I did not want to do that. The future of business ownership and wealth creation. Learn how to leverage artificial intelligence to identify, acquire, and scale profitable businesses without trading traditional capital requirements. That's not awful, except it is awful. Yeah, that's not bad, except for the fact that it is not good. Okay. All right, Claude. We need a page for our AI acquisitions program now. So this is the actual partnership opportunity for our acquisitions growth partner firm. This is the certification to become a chief growth officer, and I want to make sure that we can create a landing page that adopts a lot of the same principles and psychology that we talked about through the rest of this conversation, but really nails home who this is for and what is the value of joining with us and what is the scope of the opportunity moving forward. Right? We do want to still articulate our awareness of the pain and the fear that a lot of people are still operating in, right? We know that a lot of people are scared to make an investment in themselves because of some sort of self-doubt. But we also know that that same fear is eating at them for not knowing how to make the most of the AI skills they already have, or feeling like they're stuck in their current job, but also don't have enough clarity to understand how to make real money with AI. They don't have the leverage or the clarity on how to position themselves to be able to actualize the value that they do have the capacity to create. We know that these people are smart. We know that they are dedicated to being able to build something of value. Really, they just need a clear roadmap forward and the right team to do it with. Going solo is not going to get you very far at all, because there are so many more people who are multiplying their efforts to be able to create incredible communities that are able to really actually make a significant impact on the market right now. So going solo doesn't get us there. That's the reason why we've always been so dedicated to empowering the people around us. So I want to make sure that we're able to articulate the core of our value. It's like we are a group that's going to make sure that you have all the resources to be able to show up where you want to show up confidently. All right, so if you have technical skills, great. We can partner you with somebody who has the business relationship skills. If you have business relationship skills, awesome. We can partner you with somebody who has the technical skills. You will be a part of our collective, which means you have our collective resources at your disposal. which means if we need help negotiating an offer, great, we can help negotiate an offer. If we need help validating or qualifying an opportunity, great, we'll do that. If we need help building a system that needs to go in place in a business, great, we already do that. A lot of these systems are already pre-made for you. We're going to give you the exact systems, resources, and partners you need to be able to be a chief growth officer and work for ownership in these businesses that are already cash flowing, right? This is a multi-million-dollar business opportunity that you will have the keys to. Look through our entire conversation, look through the other resources I provided, and make sure that we can articulate the value concisely, effectively, and be high converting. All right, I have some of the deliverables here already, which actually are changing. We have 2 money model pages. Here's my revised money model. Actually, this is the one that's more accurate. Okay, this was some of our previous positioning. The main focus here is obviously we want to get people operating. It's really up to them though. Obviously everybody starts with deal sourcing because that is how we assess the opportunities in front of us. Anybody who wants to operate really gets to choose which opportunities seem to be the best to them. What that typically is going to look like is Infinite X will make an offer, and then we will hand select people from the partnership program based on what skills they have and where they feel like they would best fit in, and then we'll place them inside of opportunities to work alongside of us. And that is the chief growth operator certification. That's why you need to be certified first. And to get certified, obviously first we do the deal sourcing, and you have some of those introductory conversations with business owners, or you help us improve the systems. You complete our training program, and you show up with Trajan 101 to display your preparation and the level of clarity that you have as far as what kind of business do you want to work with and where do you see yourself shining the most in that role. That way Infinite X can then help place you in the best position. Right, so you need to come through with absolute clarity. You need to show up every day to complete the trainings. You need to hang out with us on co-workings to keep up with what's going on day to day. All of your technical systems are already going to be updated every day. All of your campaigns will be updated to be the latest of what Infinite X is providing because you're running the same campaign we're running. So all of the work is pretty much already done as far as like setting up something new or building a new system or building relationships with buyers and brokers. We already have the training on how to build the relationship with buyers. We already have the training on how to build the systems. You won't have to build it, but it's an optional. If you want to learn how to build the systems, you can. That's fine. But really, we want to just make sure that you're in the best position. That truly aligns with what you actually care about. So once you have clarity and you've completed our training program and you've been running the deal sourcing system, we'll then place you inside of a business that aligns with your goals. And the reason why we can do that is because we'll literally just put aligned businesses that you're looking to work with into your system, give you the leads, give you the systems, and help make sure that you're ready to have those conversations. And then we'll help you create the offer. We'll even help negotiate the offer because, again, Infinite X is the one who's making the offer, and then you'll be placed inside there. Okay, cool. Now I'm wondering, people might ask, well, what if I don't want to? And some people might ask, well, what if I don't want to make the offer through Infinite X? Like, I just want to go make my own operating offer. Then that's fine. You can also do that. We just give you the value of being able to leverage our branding, our bios, our team, as well as all of our campaigns. But if you feel like it's best for you to make your own growth offer, that's perfectly fine. It'll be under your branding. That's all cool. We don't mind that. We'll still help you with everything. But again, if you want to be able to leverage all of our expertise, our community as a whole, then that's what we recommend, but it's not necessary. Either way, you will still find success. So just wanted to also provide that for some clarity. Okay, and you should have all the deliverables we need to. Now we just need to create a highly converting landing page, just like we did for the boot camp. Do you have any questions? You'll also notice that I turn on speech to text when I'm having any of these conversations with Claude because it is much more effective and efficient to just speak clearly what it is that I want to be able to build rather than trying to type it all. You'll also notice that my speaking voice is not the same as my texting voice. So if I was texting here the whole time, a lot of this would probably sound scripted or like really professional and polished because I took too much time to think about it. When I'm just rambling, AI actually picks up on my speaking voice and can create copy that matches my speaking voice. And I have shared these opportunities so much. I have trained so many people. I've worked with AI on these conversations so often that I can already clearly articulate what is the value that people get by going through this experience with us. It's easiest for me to just like rip it and let the copy be based off of like how I already speak. AI acquisitions partner, chief growth officer certification. Stop wondering how to make real money with AI. Start operating multimillion-dollar businesses. Join the Infinite X Collective. Get the systems, network, the training, and the team you need to operate businesses through acquisition and share in the value you create when they sell. 2 paths, same support, your choice. We'll just need to remove the CTA buttons early on because that's too early. Are you guys mainly on the East Coast? Wise guy. No, we are global, but I am here on the East Coast. Sam's in.
I'm on the East Coast.
Oh yeah, Harrison is on the East Coast now. And you used to be in Utah.
I was in Utah for like the past 10 years, and now I'm in the East Coast.
Yeah. Well, Harrison just moved to New York, so he joined us. He joined us on the right coast.
On the blessed side.
Hey, there you go. I actually do love the East Coast. I'm a huge.
It's
fan.
great.
Huge fan. Utah is beautiful. I'll definitely say
it's
that.
great, but I just feel like real life is on the East Coast.
Yeah.
I'm from DC originally, so
word.
It's life is faster. But then Sam is in Utah, and then Enrique is in California.
I thought Sam was in Texas.
He goes back and forth.
Okay.
He's in Utah right now with his parents, helping him out. But then he's usually in Texas.
Yeah, and then Enrique's in California. Dex is in Chicago. We have a couple other people who are in India. We have some people in Latin America, so Costa Rica, Mexico. Yeah, we've got just our network alone, even the people who aren't with us, is literally all over the world. But most of our schedules are going to be in the East Coast, just because it's the first time zone that United States business owners work in. It's the time zone I'm usually in, and it just is the easiest to keep everything communicated on one time zone. I don't know if there was a question that was relevant for, but wise guy, East Coast, where are you at? Let me know. What state are you in? All right, I'm going to copy this. And I also have testimonials on another page. I'll have to figure out how to get over here. So I'm going to paste all of the stuff that Claude gave me. But also, I'm going to just kind of grab some information from the last page I made. Just because I want Lovable to still maintain our branding and our style from the previous pages. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of context about what that looks like. Duplicate the main page. Maybe I'll put it at the bottom. Alright, can you help us create new components and et cetera, blah, blah, blah. New components for this AI-acquisitions page. Maintain our styling and branding. Make sure the page is seamless, modern, and great user experience. Any questions? Send it. Los Angeles, LA. I lived in LA I've been down in LA a lot. Like, I've had a lot of extended trips where I spend like a week or 2 weeks. I lived out in La Puente, like just east of LA a couple years back, just for a couple weeks. And then that relationship was not sustained, and I left. It was not a healthy place for me. But I've also lived just north of. I was up like north of Santa Monica Pier. I don't remember what the city was, but I was like an hour north of that side of LA for a bit, and then just like in and out of LA for different events. I've never been. I lived in the Bay Area a lot, so I was in like San Francisco, Berkeley, Oakland for like a year and a half, and that's usually when I was like in and out of LA also. So I have a little West Coast experience, about a year and a half of it, and that's when I realized that I was not meant for the West Coast. Okay, CTA buttons. I'll help create this. Before I start, a few quick questions. CTA buttons, should they link to actual application forms, or do you want me to create modal form components for the applications? The applications will be, I think really we just need a link, a payment link for those. I don't think we're going to need the actual application themselves. Everybody should have already gone through the bootcamp experience, which means they should already have the information they need and the bonus Ask Me Anything session. So we should just have the payment links, the numbers in the trust bar. Yeah, let's do the animated counters because I think those will look cool. The download the CGO operating guide CTA. Do you have this file, or should I create a lead capture form instead? I actually didn't see that in the copy before, and I don't want that at all. That's just part of the deliverables that they already get when they join the program. So that's not a CTA. That's like part of the deliverables they get. Schedule call. Should this integrate with the calendar tool? We shouldn't necessarily have a schedule call on this page. We'll have to think about that. Do we want to take calls? Yeah, LA is going downhill, but I got family here, and it's hard to beat the weather. I will tell you that. Yeah, I definitely agree. The weather is definitely the best part. I'm biased. You know, I prefer a little bit faster pace of living, and also I just have some personal issues with. On the West Coast, I just feel like it's harder. Like the atmosphere is a little bit more like a little more fake. It kind of feels like everybody's living in their own worlds a bit, and the rest of us are just like side characters. Is what it just is the vibe I got in LA, which I didn't love too much, and that was just a lot of the West Coast in general. And then like in the middle of the country, like Arizona area, it's a little bit of a blend. It's like you got a little quicker pace like the East Coast, but you still have a little bit of the I'm kind of aloof in my own world. But I love Arizona. Absolutely love. Like the Phoenix area, I'm a big fan of. Okay. New page. Context. I don't think I need a schedule page on this because, again, we only really share this page after the boot camp. So everybody should have already gotten to ask all of the questions and everything that they might need from me. But I think I will put a schedule page just in case at the very bottom. Yeah, I'll do that. All right, I want to also put the schedule page at the very bottom. I'll give you the embed for that in a little bit. We're also going to need to have a VSL at the top of the page, but for now I don't have any embed for you, so we'll do that later. Again, the scheduling is really just like if it's absolutely needed. I don't want that to be the main CTA. The main CTA should be become a certified growth officer, which is they do that by joining our AI acquisitions partnership. AI acquisitions partnership. And once again, for your context, we are Infinite X and acquisitions growth partner firm. We make it, we find business owners who want to grow their business and prepare to sell. Well, we already have this context. I don't think I need to get that. All right. That should be all the questions that Lovable needed from me. We'll keep rocking. 12:34. We've got plenty of time. Yeah. What else is worth bringing to attention here at this moment? Our offer is absolutely ridiculous. So if you guys have ever been fans of Alex Hormozy, then you know he's always like, make a no-brainer offer. We literally have made this like, it's stupid how no-brainer it is. We literally give all of the leads that you need to run the system. We give you the whole system, all of the agents inside of the system, all of the prompts for the system. You get daily updates for how the system works. You get access to our brokers and buyers that we've already went out, interviewed, and vetted, and signed up. You get access to all of our training that already shows you exactly how to do the whole thing. You don't have to cover any of your own expenses once you join the partnership program because we cover all the costs for the APIs, for the software. Like literally it's running our system. You get access to our sub account, so you don't have to pay for Go High Level. You don't have to pay for Cameo. You don't have to pay for retail. You don't have to pay for N8N. You don't have to pay for Drop Cowboy. You have the option to set this all up under your own branding. You have the option to have all of the ownership of your own systems. That's fine. So if you really want to set it up yourself, please feel free to. You own it. You get to do what you want with it. But if you don't want to do all that stuff and you just want to get to the action from day one, then literally we set up everything for you. There are no additional costs. We even put the opportunities, the leads into your system so that you are getting opportunities all from your original investment. It's too easy. It is ridiculously dumb. Yeah. And we do have a revenue split, right? So I want to be clear. There's the investment and then there's the revenue split. And the reason that we're able to make a ridiculous offer is because we have skin in the game with you and our incentives are aligned. It obviously cost me $300,000 to build this system. It cost me 2 years to make this happen. I want to give you that head start to be able to get in with us. And literally your investment is just covering your cost to be a part of the program, right? We make money together when we actually refer one of these businesses to a business owner, or we make our growth offer to help grow the business with obviously a monthly retainer or quarterly retainer, and a percentage of the growth we're able to create. And the revenue split is so that I can help you, help me, help you, help me, help you, right? So you make money, we make money, we make money, you make money. Everybody's happy. And that's why I'm not charging a ridiculous amount up front, because I'm not trying to make a bunch of money running an info product business. That's not what we do. We source deals. We're on a mission to become the #1 deal sourcers in America next year, so that we can buy, scale, and sell 100 AI-powered businesses, so that we can fund regenerative communities worldwide. And we're not going to do that by selling people on a here's a course, here's some documents, here's a couple videos. Like, no, we're literally giving you us. Do you guys have anything with scripting on the phone? Have you ever tried using Cluely AI for help with phone conversations? I'm familiar with Cluely just because I think, what's his name? Daniel Lee? Is it Daniel Lee? I think it is. Anyways, I think he's hilarious. I love their marketing angle. Really just go viral. That's going to increase your distribution, and then people go viral about whatever you can, and people will eventually find their way back to Cluely is really the thought process there, which I think is really interesting. It doesn't necessarily align with us, but I do absolutely love it. No, we don't use Cluely. And the reason for this is because the conversations are really, it's just asking questions and being very conversational. Now, we do have recordings of the conversations, so anybody who's a partner with us does get access to the recordings of conversations we've had. We've also created some process documents based on those recordings, and I'll actually just show you. We call it the aligned method. Let me see if I have that resource in here. And actually, if you join the boot camp, then you will get this resource here, which has our actual conversation. Let me see. this one's a little bit scattered. I have a better one. There's just a lot of additional context in that. The one I don't feel like trying to scroll through to find. What is it called? Aligned method. I know it's on my Gamma somewhere. I might even just drop this for you now. I'll probably put this in the. So this is a little bit outdated from back when we weren't positioned specifically for the acquisition space, but our approach to building relationships with business owners has been the same for like 2 years. Well, a year and a half, because I made the aligned method a year and a half ago, yeah. Oh my God, it's been so long. Yeah, I made this for the first time like back in March of 2024. And it's been tweaked some since then, but really our approach is this is the approach. Yeah. And it's just been tweaked since then to fit what we're doing now. But this will likely this is like a free resource, so I'm about to just make it a free resource. All right, if you want to learn more about how we build relationships with people over the phone, then check out the aligned method. Here you go, wise guy. But you'll notice it is really just learn their story. Where are they at right now? Ask them some of those questions. You don't necessarily need to generate insights together on that first call because you're really just, they're going to probably tell you what they want. Hey, I want to sell right now, or I want to grow my business. If they want to grow, then you'll need to set up a second call to get a deeper understanding of how their operations work. But then you just point them in the right direction. Great, we need to get you a valuation so that you have, the best understanding of where you're at right now and where you want to go. There's no need to explain a partnership yet on this very first call, but again, if you're making a growth offer, then this is really going to be the roadmap for making that growth offer. And usually this is what we're doing on the second call with a business owner who wants to grow before they sell. Because the first call is just curiosity. Pick up your phone. I'm really interested in your outreach system. Still need to look into your more advanced offer. I mean, that's fine. Just join the boot camp and you'll have all the answers you need. Before the 297, I can just clone your outreach, right? Yes, you can. Please steal my system. Thank you. That is what it's for. Okay. And you'll get to see this page, the AI acquisitions page, and decide if it's for you during the boot camp. So no need to worry about that now, or worry about it. Actually, don't worry at all. Worry doesn't do anything. This is another just little life tip. Worrying doesn't get you anywhere closer. Use that stress, that anxiety to fuel whatever action it is that you need to take. Whatever you're worried about, turn it into fuel for you to take action. Don't end up in a thought loop or just like a rabbit hole of, but what about this, or what if this, or let me go look at all of these other shiny objects. Take action on the one thing that you're focused on, and it's going to get you closer to that next step. Provide more clarity on that next step, which is going to reduce your worry. So your next step right now, if you are curious about what it looks like to be able to do this every day and work with us every day, just join the boot camp, because we're going to give you everything. Okay, cool. Create components. I don't see the, okay, I don't see the, maybe I just need to refresh actually. Let's see. No. Okay, I don't see the AI acquisitions page updated. I just want to make sure that we actually updated the right page. That one's still good. Let me just make sure our main page is still good. Oh yeah, that's good. I want to see all the components plus the full page structure ready, production ready on the AI acquisitions page. I'm out of water. Okay, that's looking better. Okay. I don't usually like to use negative callouts like stop doing this action. We usually try to say start taking an action, which it does in the back half. So I'm really just going to delete the first part. Stop wondering how to make real money with AI. Start operating multi-million-dollar businesses. And a specific timeline. Start. Make the header say this. Start operating million-dollar businesses within well 6-week program. Yeah, we'll leave within 90 days for now. Join the Infinite X Collective. Get the systems, the network, the training, and the team you need to operate businesses through acquisition and share in the value you create when they sell. 2 paths, same support, your choice. I do need to change this button background color so that the text actually shows up. Change the button background color when there is no hover so that we can actually see the text for the hover animation. Right now it's white text on white background. You're smart, you're capable, but you're stuck. You've seen the AI opportunity. You might even have the skills. Maybe you're technical. You understand systems, automations, workflows. You could build something valuable. Maybe you're great with relationships. You know how to talk to business owners, understand their problems, build trust. But here's what's stopping you. You don't know how to turn those skills into real money. The AI agency course promises 10K per month selling chatbots to local businesses. That's not the future you want. You don't have leverage. You're still trading time. Even if you land clients, you're capped by your own capacity. You don't have clarity on positioning. How do you charge enough to make it worth it? How do you find clients who actually pay premium? And the fear is eating you. What if I invest in myself and it doesn't work out? What if I can't find clients? What if I'm not good enough actually? Damn, that hurts. Well, you stay stuck. Same job, same ceiling, same feeling that you're capable of more but don't know how to get there. Meanwhile, the opportunity is massive. 18 million business owners. They're sitting on $2 million to $100 million businesses that need modern systems. They'll pay for the real deal. They'll pay well for real value, not 2K for a chatbot. Real money for real transformation. But going solo won't get you there. The people winning right now aren't solo operators. They're communities, collectives, teams multiplying their efforts and resources. That's what Infinite X is. I like this. I think it's pretty good. It's pretty accurate to the situation. Maybe it could call out pains a bit more viscerally, but again, at this point, everybody should have gone through the boot camp already or been hanging out on a live or seen any of our other 6-hour-long YouTube videos. Everybody who comes to us typically has a lot of context already. Again, you wouldn't be hanging out with us if there wasn't alignment. We're not a course, we're a collective. Infinite X is an acquisition growth partners firm. We operate businesses to create value before and after acquisition. We've transformed 40 plus businesses. We have relationships with over 1,000 active buyers and brokers, all accurate. But here's what makes us different. We don't just teach and send you off to figure it out alone. You become a part of our collective. Path 1, deal sourcing plus assessment. This is where everyone starts. You need to understand, run our acquisition system, conduct intro calls with interested business owners, qualify opportunities and assess transformation potential, refer qualified opportunities to our broker buyer network, earn referral fees, and build relationships. You can stay here if you want, just sourcing and referring. That alone can generate substantial income. Or, most impactful, Path 2, full operating CGO certification. This is where you create massive value and share in it. After proving yourself in deal sourcing and completing our training, you get a one-on-one with Trajan, show your clarity on what businesses you want to operate. Placement, we place you inside a business that aligns with your goals. Operating, you implement the 4-quarter system to transform the business. Transaction, when it sells, you share in the value you created. And post-acquisition, option to continue operating for the new owner. Option A, make offers through Infinite X, leverage our brand, bios, team, reputation, sharing the success. Option B, make your own offers, your brand, build your own brand as an operator, keep more of the upside. Cool. You get the team you need. If you're technical but don't want owner conversations, if you're great with relationships but not technical, if you're both, I think that's perfect. The complete operating infrastructure, everything you need to build a 100,000 to 750,000 operator practice, core platform access, private community, acquisitions training, go high level sub account, done for you acquisition system, master workflows for AI agents, 4,000 opportunities per month because we just give those to you already. If you want to scale up, obviously it costs us more to help you scale up because we provide all the leads and run all the systems, so you have to pay a little bit more, but that's okay. You can start with the base and it comes with it. You're good. Live campaign performance dashboard. You get to see all of your data in real time. Direct referrals to Infinite X brokers and buyers. Exclusive bonuses if you join us annually. You get Ask Me Anything sessions with M&A experts. You get quarterly deep dive sessions. You get one-on-one sessions with me, and you get done for you system updates. Coming soon, we do have a content vault that we are releasing, which means everybody inside of our partnership can leverage the same kind of content we do because we will have AI systems that are generating content daily that you can update and personalize for yourself. We're already going to be running the systems anyways. We're going to be sharing the results, and you might as well share with us. I think branding is important. People want to buy from the people they know. People want to work with the people they know. So you all should be sharing what you know. Even if you're not an expert in anything yet, share your journey in real time and more people will be attracted to your transparency and follow you on that journey. And eventually, you don't know, you might find the best partner you've ever had in your life, right? Business partner who genuinely is aligned with your mission and your motives because you shared something on LinkedIn that resonated with them. Or you made a quick little YouTube video just talking about what you're working on today. Or you went live with people every day for 30 days in October, and suddenly you have a movement of people all swimming in the same direction, creating massive momentum towards buying, scaling, and selling 100 AI-powered businesses. I don't know. Whatever you're making content for, just do it. Enjoy yourself. Have fun. Just show up as yourself authentically and share what you're doing. That's all. 2 pricing structures. I'm just saying that because it's so important. Build your brand. Tell people what you're doing. Okay. 2 pricing structures, same complete access. Annual, 10K. All in with the best economics. Okay, yeah, I mean, that looks right to me. I might add some more of the deliverables and bonuses because I know that this is not everything. Oh, well, all the deliverables and bonuses are here. I think that's good. Get your first listing in 90 days or recover the cost. That sounds good. Complete the training, run the system, do the work. If you don't get your first listing, a business owner, you've qualified and referred to a broker within 90 days. We cover the cost of your subscription. You don't pay to run the system, and you continue with the full support. Yeah. So, pay us one time. We got you. This isn't for everyone. Be honest with yourself. Makes sense to me. Here's exactly what happens after you apply. Not accurate because this is the page to pay on. We don't just teach this. And again, recap for why we don't need to schedule an interview here is because if you guys want to talk to me, here I am. All right, I'm not that hard to find. When you join the boot camp, it's the only way you even get access to this offer in the first place because that is really qualification for us is you've made some sort of investment in seeing this through. I know that you're not here to waste my time. You've also paid and put some skin in the game to clarify that you are serious about making this possible. All of your questions and the clarity should have been delivered during the boot camp. So that's why I don't have a scheduling page here. That's why there's no need for an application. If we didn't have the boot camp and there wasn't some level of you already showing your commitment, then I would definitely make people interview first, do an application with an AI. So they would have to talk to an AI about where they're at, where they want to go to verify that they're committed and the rest before they could even talk to me. So we kind of just have cut that out by being able to provide even more value up front with you before you ever even have to consider making a larger investment. I just want to give you all of the answers. So then if you decide that you want to do it with us, which again is the big value of actually being a part of the community. It's just like literally just doing it with us. We're going to give you the systems either way, but let's be real. Like, we already know that 95% of the people who take our systems aren't going to do anything with them. They're going to get distracted by a different opportunity. They're going to see the next LLM dropped, or somebody else made some SaaS that they claim to be able to launch in 5 days with no code. All right, somebody's going to say, oh, this is your next path to, you know, being able to sell a 10K chatbot or whatever. And that's them. But if you really want to be able to take advantage of these systems and this opportunity, then you already know that you're going to need to seriously commit to yourself to be able to make it happen. And that means showing up with us, because we're going to hold you to it. I'm not going to treat you like a baby. I know that you're an adult and you can run your life, but also you genuinely are part of our collective when you join us. And that's the emotion, that is the perspective that I have on this landing page. So I'm just saying all of this stuff because that's what should be being communicated on this page, and I feel like it is. So that's my assessment. That's my own critical self-assessment of this landing page I just made. And if you guys agree, then let me know. If you think that I'm wrong or that I didn't clearly articulate something, please give me that feedback, because I would love it. You can check out the page after you do the boot camp, though. Boom. Okay. I actually think I love this. I think it's fine. I don't have the Stripe links yet, but I will. And then I'll record a little video. I think this looks good, though. So I'm going to publish that. And look at that. In about 25 minutes, we have a new landing page. I still need to record the VSL for it, but that should be all right. Last things last. I do want to figure out what we're going to do with our community offer. The reason why I don't have absolute clarity on that right now is because we, as a collective, everybody who's here to hang out with us, are building this this application to be able to be like a done-for-you system setup that will run out the box. And you'll also have an AI that can help you manage the prompting of your conversation. So if you want to target a very specific industry and you want to change the prompts, you want to make sure that the conversations are aligned with you, we're actually going to be building an AI assistant and a completely done-for-you app where you can use that and run these things yourself. You, again, can use our systems and our snapshots to build everything from scratch. You can copy and paste, but we're always making this easier and easier. We've pretty much built the world's greatest AI acquisition product. But you'll notice that we're not here selling you a product. We're not selling, I mean, literally, there's an opportunity here that we want to make sure that you're resourced to be able to take advantage of, but we're not selling this like it's a SaaS, because it's not, you know. While we do have thank you, Dex, I appreciate it, and I know you know it's true. We do have the best product possible for anybody who wants to do this, but we're not selling you a product, because this is not another SaaS. This is not another like, hey, press the easy button and your life is going to change. You still need to show up and actually have conversations with people. You need to show up for yourself, and you need to make that commitment. So we are approaching this to prepare you to show up and become the best person you can be, the most aligned with your goals and who you want to be in the long run. Right? If I was trying to sell people an easy button, then I would have been, you know, distributing Go high level for the last 2 years. But truly, I know that your business is an extension of you, so I want to put you around the right people in the right community to be able to accelerate your growth as a person. So yes, we're going to give you a product that makes it really easy. You'll see what that offer is after we finalize it. This month, we are running all these systems live to make sure that we have everything that we possibly could have answered. Any questions that you guys have, any suggestions you have, like literally all of this is our research to be able to turn around and give you the best product possible. But first, we want to make sure that you know it's about you as a person, not just about you and your pockets. So, yeah. All right. With that being said, I'm not going to create the third landing page yet. Yes, we're going to have another offer that fits inside of here somewhere. If you don't want to join the community working with us directly, but you want to join our larger community, we do have almost 1,700 people on school now, but we will be giving a product away at the end of this 30 days live that is going to make your life even easier, and there will be some sort of community offer with that. I don't know yet. Don't know exactly where it's priced at, but I'll talk about the psychology behind pricing a little bit real quick, because why not? I want you guys to know. Here. Yeah, this is probably the one that's going to be the closest to what we're cooking with right now. Slightly different deliverables on here. These are old, but we obviously have a boot camp 97 or 297 VIP. Sam is going to his second seller conversation of the day since we've been on live, so shouts out that. Number 2, which means that pipeline counter, right? We said we're at 10.5 million at the beginning of the day before sitting. I think the first company Sam just sat with is was a 5 mil, but I'm not sure exactly. Harrison might know. But anyways, just assume that our counter is about to go up after Sam tells us how those 2 calls are going. He'll probably be back here in like 20-25 minutes. Oh, but that's also about when we're going to close up the live. So we'll see, but I will post in the recap what numbers we're at by the end of the day. Let's talk about pricing psychology here. So we got this 97 offer / 297 offer. We give away a ridiculous amount of value in both offers. Even just like being on that boot camp for 4 hours with me is going to be well worth the price. But if you want the recordings, the live, all of our playbooks, the agents themselves, the scripts that we use during the outreach, you want the workflows, the snapshots, we give all that in the 297 VIP. Okay. Then we obviously have the Chief Growth Officer certification and the partnership program where you work with us one-on-one. You have access to these co-builds, these co-working sessions, these, like, you would be the people sitting in these seats with us here talking, building, having fun. We do this pretty much all day, every day. So whatever resources you need, you just pop in, come hang out. That's what you get access to when you pay for our partnership. Like literally whatever you need, we're going to work on it together as a group. Now, in the middle, I think we need something in the middle because you all keep saying we need something in the middle. And by you all, I mean the feedback we've gotten from some other folks. I want to be able to make an offer that still gets you access to our deeper training, but obviously I can't offer my direct one-on-one access to everybody. So this is pretty much like if you want to do the training just without doing it with me or Sam or Harrison or Enrique or Dex or Roland or anybody else in our program, right? So you don't get to do it with us, next to us. You also won't get access to our brokers or our buyers. The only people who I'm giving access to our brokers and buyers are the ones who are part of our partnership because I know you, right? If you're part of our partnership, I know who you are. I know how you're qualifying these opportunities. I know that you're sending quality businesses to our brokers and our buyers. I'm not letting just anybody refer anything to our brokers and buyers, right? So we need a price point where you don't get us, you don't get our brokers and buyers, you still get the community, right? Not our intimate community, not our VIP, like you're our partner community, but you get a general community. We still want to be able to give you guys some of the training. Like the mindset here is you'll still be able to leverage all of the stuff we leverage. It's just going to be, you're going to get everything up to where we're at today, and we make iterations daily. So literally like after a week, you're still going to be a year ahead of anybody else in the space. Like, let me just be honest with you. But you're not going to be ahead with us because we're just moving forward further every day. And that's just is the reality of how we work, right? So I want to price this somewhere where it's valuable, right? Because I mean, I could price this at $10,000 just as it is with still no access to us, and it would be worth that. But I want it to be something that is a little bit more digestible. And also, I think we're going to just give also, if you join this level of the offer, you'll get all of our future boot camps, which means I also have to consider the boot camp pricing. So if 297 is our deliverable, let's just think of what would that be annually? And then we'll just add, this is called value stacking. So I already know that the 297 annual, make that 12 months, that's already worth $3,564, right? So I know that my value created for this offer, even if it was just to get the VIP access to every boot camp, and let's assume I do a boot camp every month, I already know that we're producing this much in value, right? Just with annual access to the VIP and all the deliverables. Okay, so if I drop this price down to $2,970. I'm already secure in this price point because I know we're giving a ton of value, and I've already discounted it from like the value at base. Plus, I'm going to throw in a bunch more bonuses. So, first is VIP access to all 2 monthly boot camps and all previous boot camp recordings. Okay, they're also going to get, if you join annually, you also get access to our AI acquisitions training. So we have a video game that we built to be able to train people on AI acquisitions, understanding how to deal source, what is the conversations like, what is the step-by-step process of deal sourcing. There's an automation used to set up your acquisition system that we also give out, so that you don't have to copy and paste a bunch of different systems. You can just run our automation and it sets up your whole account for you. Plus, we have the actual negotiations for making the certified growth officer offer. We actually will not give the certification away at this level. So again, if you want to become a certified growth officer, it's because you're working with us as one of our partners. You'll get the training for everything before that though. So you'll get the deal sourcing training, you'll get the onboarding automation, you'll get to see our video game, you'll have all the resources you need to be able to launch your system. You just won't get all of the value that we bring as a collective. Okay. So I know 2,970 annual is a good rate for that, right? That's already all of the value in here, plus you get all of our training. Then
Can you catch me up?
Yeah. I'm just thinking about the price point for our next level of offer. Like what comes after. So if they don't, for whatever reason, I'm not even going to try to go into like why people wouldn't make the no-brainer investment in themselves for just partnering with us. But if for some reason you've convinced yourself that you can't invest in yourself for the no-brainer, you might as well. You probably should. You definitely 100% would benefit from partnering with us offer. Then here in the middle is we still want to provide a bunch of value to you. You just won't have any access to us. Like you have a community of people. I'll still post updates in there, but you're not going to have Sam, Harrison, Enrique, Dex, Trajan, anybody else here.
Here is for peripheral people who may not want to jump into acquisitions or anything like that to get the next taste of what it looks like to be in a collaborative community where they may be in insurance, they may be still selling voice AI agents, but still want access to like better systems or whatnot, that they're still able to go there and to collaborate with us in those rounds. And if somebody rises to the cream rises to the top, then they may just get grandfathered in to the other higher ticket offer, but may not be all geared towards exactly what we do in that mid-ticket opportunity, because they still may be wanting to do whatever they're doing, but they still get access to a bunch of other stuff. That's more of like the builder tech business ambiguous.
So
community.
Building a better business in general training, building a better AI business training, AI client acquisitions training, which again, I'll give you access to our automation as well. It's like literally the most badass automation we've ever built ever. You also get to see how we built that in the first place, which is if you can recreate our onboarding automation, you can literally build any automation in the world, because it's that good. You're going to learn a little bit of everything that you need and enough to be super dangerous with innate automations and go high level. AI client acquisition training. So this is the AI, we'll just call this the done for you acquisition system setup. Yeah, acquisition system.
It's completely different now, though.
You mean with the app?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't know I don't know where we're putting the app in yet. I'm pretty sure we're putting it in here.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Right, we talked about it being its own standoff thing. So
depends on how crazy it is. You know what I mean? Who gets access to that? You know.
I mean,
We'll
it would be absolutely ridiculous if we put it into this offer, but
Yeah.
kind of where we're at on it is like we're making it's stupid valuable.
Yeah.
So we'll see where we're going to put it, but it might
Yeah.
happen here.
We still got about 20 more days until about 10 more days before we really drop more of that knowledge on everybody. What really? So
I teased it a little bit.
Yeah. That's cool.
Okay, 2.9. Just because I'm talking about the psychology of how we're building out our offers anyway. So
Cool.
I mean, I think it's
a cool bolt-on thing that we just added for pre-intro call flow. Boom, somebody books an appointment. The person taking that appointment gets a high-level overview of who booked the appointment, what their conversation was about with the AI, what their business is worth, and like all the other different stats on the business. So we just get that email. Concurrently, the business owner will get sent more information about what they just booked a call for and what they should be prepared for, along with NDA. And with the NDA flow, as soon as they sign the NDA, they get sent to the valuation form fill page where they'll fill in the form. And then that will also have an edge use case to send us an email directly when they input their form for the valuation for us as well. So the whole pre-sales call or pre-intro call flow is all automated now. I know you locked in right here. Look.
Yeah, I just need some more bonuses for the annual. But so the standard community as of right now is they get the building a better AI business training. They get the client acquisitions training. They also get the done for you acquisition system setup, which is the video game. So they'll also get to see. I think in the annual we'll also give them the deal source training, which is really the same thing as the AI client acquisitions training.
Well,
I know. So this is like agnostic, right? This is just like client acquisitions in general with AI. And then I want to give them the deal source training just so it's like, because I want them to join I want you to be my partner, guys. I want you guys to partner with us.
Well, didn't we talk about how they get access to like some of our exclusive masterminds and conversations on the annual? Like they won't go to every single one, but they'll get access to some automatically.
We get access to the boot camps. The masterminds we're not doing because we're doing the co-working session. So unless we open up like a co-working session for everybody, which we're not going to do that. Have you guys tried using iMessage versus SMS? I've heard conversations. Yes, conversion. We do expect conversion to be higher in iMessage versus SMS. The cost to set up a large-scale automated SMS or iMessage campaign is a bit higher right now by default. We do have some smart people working on setting up iMessage for us, but where we think we're going to leverage it is after somebody shows interest, when it's time to actually like schedule a call, or once the call is scheduled and it's time for a human to take over, just having iMessage there. But I have iMessage on my cell phone already, and that's exactly what I do, and it does help when I'm here, like on iMessage.
I was gonna speak to that too. So once we get somebody to book a call, and even when they become a client, we'll be able to have iMessage within the CRM. So that will be like the phone number that will handle all client communications. Like I as well use my cell phone sometimes just for clients that I really like, but we want to be able to have that personal connection there, making it seem like we are using our phone, but still being able to split personal life and work life with the clients, but making them feel very close because we're texting them through iMessage. Because at scale currently, terms and conditions, you're only able to create 50 new contacts every day with iMessage. So obviously at scale, we won't be able to text a lot of these businesses, and to get to 18 million business owners, who somebody else can do the math to tell us how long that would take. We're using iMessage. So yeah, but we do have some people working on it to get that implemented, and it will be a fraction of the cost of what you see through Link and SendBlue or any of those other companies, because it will be proprietary and we'll be building it out ourselves. And that's something that you'll also get access to and watching us do later on. So yeah, if that answers. I don't have the chat up.
Yeah, you did. You're good. Okay, so the community offer will just kind of be standard acquisitions, so still using the system, but industry agnostic. And I think the price point is going to stick at what I have listed here. We'll add some more bonuses to the annual. So yeah, don't expect me to do a bunch more stuff to get you in monthly, but other than saving you $2,500 a year and also giving you a bunch more bonuses, that's probably where we're going to stick it at. We might add the Go High Level app in here. I don't know. We'll see. And there's our money model. Boom. That's all for the strategic understanding of our positioning. Again, I want to highlight something that's important to know. Once again, for the destination that I want you to end up in, this is me being incredibly transparent, just showing my entire hand. I want you to become a partner and get certified as a chief growth officer. The reason for this is because when you invest your money in this collective with us, it goes into building a better system. Your payment to join literally just covers your cost. That's why you don't have to spend any other money when you're with us. Like, this is all it takes. We cover all of your costs to run your whole campaigns, all of your systems, blah, blah, blah. You get daily updates, whatever. We're aligned to make sure that you are actually in the position where you're making money, because that's where we all make money, right? How I've been about this from day one is we make money as a collective. So actually making sure that you have the skills to go make this offer to either continue deal sourcing or take the next step and operate in one of these businesses, that is what I want for you. I want you to be able to be closing multi-million-dollar deals and walking home with, $50,000, right? Because if you just walked home with $50,000, it means I just walked home with 10. Well, if $50,000 was what the pot, what's in the pot, you just took $40,000 home and I just took 10. Right?
One thing to reference here, this pricing represents deal sourcing and like capital advisory and all of those type of things, but that it doesn't fully represent like what you get as a chief growth officer inside of the business, because that is a completely different like revenue stream that you receive as well from the monthly retainer and then the success fee at the end.
Yep.
So this is
operating for a fee and exiting businesses. You have a lot of opportunity to make a lot of money. Operating after the business gets purchased, building a relationship with the business buyer, going to find more businesses for that buyer after you have already operated a business and helped to get acquired. So now you're working in a holding company where there's a lot of opportunity for, again, just the effort you're already doing just multiplied by 5 or 10 now without you having to show up and make more relationships. Just put the same systems in place for multiple businesses. It's crazy leverage that we're working with. Okay.
Oh, we have an update to the scoreboard. Sat with a $1 million CPA firm today. He told me he's working 90% in his business and not on his business, needing to map out his entire business, SOPs, documentation for his own clients. He's been turning away work because they're so busy. So yeah, we're keeping the conversation open there. He can do his own valuation, so that changes the conversation. Fractional CFO guy. I think there's a lot that we can do there. And then transparently, there was a mishap with the next call that I had, which was a $3 million roofing company in Florida. we got on the call. He said, "Oh, I thought that it was at 12 Eastern, not 12 Central. So I apologize." But he said it's his fault. So then we just rescheduled it for tomorrow. Coming up, got that $10 million IT MSP provider at 12 Mountain Time, so 2 p.m. Eastern. And then we have 5 sales calls, well, 5 intro calls tomorrow. And I have a $20 million real estate firm that wants to work together as well throughout the rest of the week. So very busy week. And we launched another campaign on Tuesday so that we can make it even more busy. So
woot. Nice stuff. So we're at 11.5 on the $100 million pipeline that's actually been sat with. So we've sat with 11.5 now officially. I'm not going to count anything that we have not actually sat with during this 30 days. But if any of the opportunities are sat with at any point during this 30 days, then we will count it. So, i.e., tomorrow I have my closing call with the flooring company in Texas, and I really want to work with them. And we built up a good bit of a relationship at this point, so I should have good news by tomorrow. We're going to make the offer tomorrow. I'm going to do it pretty early in the conversation, so we have an hour scheduled. I'll probably be making the offer at about 15 minutes in to make sure that we have plenty of time to ask questions, collect money, and sign an agreement. That is my goal for that conversation. Only because I've already spent an hour and a half with him building the relationship, asking all the questions I need. I can go do the research on my own time to provide something that's crystal clear for this guy at the end of the call. So I'm not saying you have to go into your calls knowing that you're going to close them and have everything ready. Again, you should be approaching these conversations with genuine curiosity and care. I've done that up to this point. I know what value I can help create in his business, and I know confidently that I care enough to really build out his business in a way that it can continue to grow. That is why I'm so confident in being able to make the offer. It's not because I want to put a bunch of money in my pocket. That is obviously an incredible benefit and bonus. I do love making money. I'm a big fan. I love seeing big numbers in my bank account, and I love spending money as well. That's why I spent $300,000 building the system. But I would not feel this excited if I did not genuinely care about this man and his business. If I didn't know about his 2 kids and his wife, if I didn't know about what's been going on to get him up to this point in the first place, if I didn't know how much effort he's put in to grow the business and where he wants to go, then I wouldn't care. I wouldn't have the kind of conviction to come in and make a $100,000 offer plus performance. Okay? But I do have that kind of conviction because I care that much, and I know what we can do as a collective to fulfill. I already asked all the questions I need to know. I know where the gaps are in his business, and I know exactly what to do to move forward. So I will likely be pitching exactly that. It just sounded right when I said it now. So boom, there we go. Thumbs ups from David. What's up, David? Thumbs up to you too, my friend. Thumbs ups to you too. 100. You get a 100 emoji on that one.
One thing that I want to reference there when we're going to the pitches, in this B2B nature, yes, we get to learn a lot about the client, and that's what the Align method kind of works towards. True client expertise, like Trey John mentioned there, he knows that this prospective client has 2 kids. He knows he has a wife. He knows more about him, but then when we go to a B2B conversation, we also clearly map out exactly what we'll do for him in a clear and concise way so that it is essentially a no-brainer when we step forward. And that's exactly what we're doing for you guys in doing these lives and mapping it out for you on the boot camps so that it is a clear decision. It's different than the emotional sales tactics that you see all the time in B2C type of marketing, and the people saying, "Oh, come sell $10,000 chatbots to businesses," when in reality they're making all of their money from selling you a course. So that is exactly different than what we're doing here. We're actually building something real, not just a commoditized product where another update from OpenAI takes you completely out of the market.
Boom, mic drop. All right, loved ones.
Clip
I know
it.
y'all
Clip it.
Yeah,
clip it.
Ayo, Fathom. Oh man, I have a lot to set up this week. I'm not gonna lie. I have to set up
We all do.
Fathom to
go high level contact.
Yeah, Fathom to go high level. Plus, I need to do the
Human in the loop.
Human in the loop, and the database for the multi-location, which means also
Yep.
we have to finish setting up the new location. Shouts out Roland coming to join us. I know Dex is also going to get his own system set up because Dex has been running from ours, so we're going to get Dex set up with his own. I need to complete 2 valuations. I need to take the transcript from that conversation with the real estate company and put those in front of some of the buyers in the buyer community. And I need to launch more people today.
Yeah, and we're another thing too. We'll start to plan out and map out how we're going to seamlessly transition these other people who are getting their new systems through the app as well to make it just like seamless. Which will be seamless. So it's good to still get the data right now, but we'll start thinking about that as well.
Yeah, I might need to look at your Supabase tables because I know you guys have a partner ID that you're running through the OAuth for the app. Also, I know like those are tied together, and since we're not using the app, we don't have a partner ID. But it would
Not yet.
But it would be convenient to get our system backends synced up now.
Yeah.
Honestly, if we could do that like this week before we set up the next
We're
2.
planning within like the next 10 days. So then like we'll have like very clear messaging moving towards the end of October. So then we can start figuring out exactly what that offer will be moving forward for people to come in, and also stress test the system as well in front of everybody to see like if we'll need like an extra instance all running through the same app or whatnot. Because we do volume over here, people. We do volume. We break things.
We do.
We break things. So, and this is also for us just to truly validate every single thing that we do so that you guys have a no-brainer moving forward. Like it's, if we wanted to walk into these local businesses or to go sell some voice AI agents, we can go do that. We've proven to do that. You've seen it already. But that is not the highest leverage opportunity at our fingertips. And you guys are more than capable of being able to take on this type of opportunity at this moment. And that is what we're trying to show you. Well, that is what we are showing you every single day.
Here.
Clip it. Fathom.
Clip it. Okay. So I want to, since the goal is to get this app up also, if we can on Friday.
Yeah, we can make the weekend a build weekend and start to align that. Yeah.
All right. So by Friday, we can start looking at making sure our system backends match each other's. So we have the template for bringing on new partners, and we'll just hold off on we'll try to bring Dex, Roland.
Like I said, we could bring them on right now. Like you guys put them on your system. Yeah, put them on your system. Have them start running campaigns so we stay busy all week. And then I was already talking to Harrison about it. So like over the weekend and throughout the week, we'll keep building onto it.
Well, what we can do is Dex can, like I said, Dex is already running from ours anyways. I'll let Dex keep doing that. Roland is going to need a week anyways to wrap up some other stuff. Like he said at the beginning, or like Enrique let us know at the beginning of this. So I would rather hold off until Friday where we can just align everything. Yeah, because we can just make sure that is seamless over the weekend, and then we also have 2 test accounts for making sure that the app is actually going to be sustained with a bunch of accounts now before we start offering it to anybody else.
Right.
Okay, so Friday we'll knock that out. That means in the meantime, you guys get to watch us have more conversations with business owners. We'll let you know how life is going as we talk to these businesses that want to grow their business. That's what I'm exceptionally excited for. We'll show you guys what it's like after we referred some of these businesses over to brokers, buyers, etc. As we continue to build this $100 million pipeline, join us, hang out, ask whatever questions you want, compliment me on my new braids. They look great, I know. Thank you so much for saying that in the chat. Appreciate that. No, Sam, nobody said that in the chat. I am just hyping myself up, but whatever. Should have happened. You guys dropped the ball on that one. Anyways, Much love to you. If you want to come hang out with us, join the school community, because that is where we are dropping recaps every day. And as we have new announcements, we will leave them in the community. We covered a lot about the psychology of our own offers, how we're building out landing pages, and making sure that you have all the resources you need to be able to have absolute clarity on your next step. Not necessarily the step 10 from now, because you don't need to focus on all that, but what is your next step? And it's likely to join the boot camp. So I dropped that link there. It's also in the chat. It's also in the community. Come rock with us. We want you to be our partners. That's the goal, because we love you. So we're going to buy, scale, sell 100 AI powered businesses, fund regenerative communities, all of that stuff together. Cool.
100%.
Is that it? Are we ready
Last
to peace
thing.
out?
I think
What
it's
you got?
great.
Last thing, I want to say that is the reason why we don't have anything to give to you guys right now, is because we are making it so fucking good that you'll have no choice but to want it, and you'll probably be begging for it at the end. So that is why we don't have anything to give you guys right now, because we're still making it so good.
Work in progress.
Yeah.
But it's going to be great.
All right. I will see y'all later. Much love to you. Have a great day.
Peace.
Yeah.